there, this is Nicole Birkholzer, bringing you some horse logic. And so today was the perfect day to talk about chakra or energy balancing, because I realize more and more how important it is for any horse owner to know how to balance the horse's chakras or energy centers. And here are a couple of reasons. One is, after a night that we, like last night, where all of a sudden we have a big snowfall and there were high winds, it is really important to check my horse's chakras to see if they are out of balance, because those types of windy nights can bring up a lot of flight fight, where the horses are distracted by the wind or they hear noises that are not part of their regular day-to-day. And so it's always kind of nice the next day when the horse has gone through a night like this to say, like, is he or she balanced, and can I help them come back into balance so that their nervous system doesn't build up with stress and tension that can later on, lead to other issues, undesired behaviors, or, running around too much on icy grounds to release that kind of tension. So I always like to support my horses on a daily basis to make sure that they feel good. Now here's another thing. Sometimes when I go and work on a horse and offer energy healing work or my flowtrition work, what happens is I might not be there for another week for a second session. And what's really great is for a horse owner to help support their horses in between my visits. And that's true also if you have an equine massage therapist come, or if you have somebody come that does any type of body work. If you as the horse owner have the ability and the tool to balance your chakras in between visits, your horse will work from a much more balanced place and support him or herself in the healing, because he or she is in the best place to do so. So for you to support your horse directly during visits, it's a really great thing. Now, it's also cool to use an energy balance when your horse is injured or when your horse comes out of surgery. Because again, the more balanced the horse's nervous system is, meaning that it is really capable and able to move according to its innate makeup, the system will actually support the horse perfectly. So if a horse, however, had surgery and now their immune system is maybe a little affected, an energy balance can support the immune system and help the horse come back to well-being quicker. If a horse is laid up, for example, in a stall and can't move, the great thing is if you do an energy balance, you can drop that tension that usually builds up for horses that are not used to being stalled, and you can support them and even there provide a little more peace and calm to your horse, so that the idea of being in a stall and laid up becomes maybe not as doesn't build up as much, so that the horse eventually re-injures himself or herself. Now, the cool thing is, of course, with all these things, when you engage with your horse at that level and when you offer this type of work to your horse, the neat thing is that your horse and you connect more deeply, because with every time that you do this work, you get to know more about your horse, you observe new things, and your horse trusts you more and more. And the other good thing about it is that you will possibly tap into your intuition quite a bit, because you're present for a prolonged time, and when we're present, a lot of our innate skills actually show up and come to the surface. So the reason why I actually put the chakra balance class as the last of the episodes in my new webinar series is because I feel the more we know, the better we do. And my webinar series is kind of set up in a way that you really go through the foundation of what it means to have an equally enriching relationship with your horse, where you both are in dialogue and you're not just monologuing with your horse. And so once you go through how to meet your horse in the now, once you learn how you and your horse can be in dialogue, what your horse's herd experience is, and maybe what role your horse has in the herd, how you can support your horse if there are transitions, meaning moving a horse from one place to another, bringing a new horse into the herd, which is a transition for not only the horse coming in, but for all the horses being part of the herd. And once you learn how to actually work and play in a more balanced way, you have so much knowledge, and those are actually the first 5 episodes of the new webinar series. But once you have all those pieces of knowledge, then to offer a chakra balance or an energy balance provides you with a whole new experience, because you look at your horse very differently and you have a much more encompassing and almost like, I would say, like a much more clear understanding of what your horse is made of, you know, who your horse is and how you can best support your horse. So I hope this makes sense, that everybody simply should know how to do this, because why wouldn't we want to do this for our horses and for ourselves? And yeah, so if you have any questions about it, if you'd like to learn more, go to my website where the webinar is. We're going to probably put it down here, so you can find us easily, and then join me in January. And you know, by June you will have it all down and you'll be out there moving, playing and hanging out with your horse in major meaningful ways. All right, this is Nicole. Until next time in the field. What's going on? What's going on with the little kitty cat? Hi, do you always come? Do you always want to hang out?